Hello there, and welcome back. I'm having some technical difficulties, so I'll spare you my face this week. I spent the week asking players for help with a variety of things, and then rewarding them for their kindness. I started off in Elwyn Forest, asking people in Duskwood to come by and help me kill Hogger. I was specifically looking for level 22 to 24 warlocks, because I built a mini set that boosts their shadow damage by a whole lot. After whispering some folks in Duskwood, getting ignored a bunch of times, this warlock responded. Awesome. While he's not very far, he still has to stop what he's doing just to head my way and help me out. There he is. Quick inspection to see what we're up against. Cool, I think he'll like the set. Hogger goes down. It's time for his loot. I told him to wait there for a few seconds, and I swapped over to my druid. Here you go, sir. The numbers here are just the total stats of the gear in the trade window. He seemed happy with it, though I still didn't give him the most important piece of gear. Staff of the Shade. Enchanted with 30 spell power. This gives him another 51 shadow spell damage, which brings up the total to 100 with the full set. Now I want to see how strong his Shadow Bolt is. This is roughly how much damage it used to do. And this is now. Exciting stuff. I also spent some time in Darkshore, asking for help with Murkdeep. Instead of finding help immediately, I ended up doing the quest over and over again with people who needed help with it. At one point, I was teamed up with a hunter and a rogue who needed to complete it. After we were finished, I waited for some time and then messaged that same rogue again. I told him that I made a mistake and that I accidentally abandoned the quest. So I asked him if he would come back and help me do it again. Turns out he was all the way north, and he was doing some quests, but he still agreed to help. I waited for some time because the poor guy had to do a lot of walking to get back to me. When he arrived, another player had already killed Murkdeep, so instead of wasting any more of his time, I decided to reveal my true intentions. Two skeletal clubs, enchanted with life-stealing, and a whole lot of attack power from the greens. I was super excited to have him use these weapons because lifesteal is particularly useful for classes who can't heal themselves. Keeps them in the fight for a lot longer. And the club itself has a chance of throwing out a Shadow Bolt, so it's pretty fun. That's what we like to see. Now, I also did my rounds in Redridge, asking players to help me kill, how do you say his name? Tharalzun?
Tharalzun.
The elite orc. I was helped by this warrior and a priest who was passing by. Both of them didn't need the quest. The warrior was the one I messaged, so I had a set ready for him. Now, I didn't have anything prepared for the priest, but I had to track him down and give him something small at least. So I handed over a Twisted Chanter's staff with 30 spell power. Someone was knocking at my door, so I went AFK and saw this part later when I rewatched the recording. Pretty sweet. Now, of course, there were more people that helped out, which was pretty nice to see. But there was one particular case that didn't go as expected at all. I asked this rogue to help me out at one point, and when he showed up, I noticed that he had some seriously good gear already. Of course, just because he has nice equipment doesn't mean that his time is worth any less. So I handed over some useful upgrades that he could use or sell in case he already had some prepared. He refused to take any of the stuff without giving me 100 gold for it. I tried to convince him, but he didn't change his mind. Now, I normally don't tell people what I'm up to, but since he insisted on giving me a huge chunk of gold, I whispered him after and let him know that his gold was going to be used to gear up other players in the server. He was pretty happy to hear that, and he was very friendly overall. I also wanted to thank a few players who have helped out quite a bit. This gentleman sent me quite a bit of gold in the mail recently, which was very kind. Thank you for that. I also received a bunch of items to use for quest rewards from none other than Buffin. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. For those of you who've seen my Tanaris video, he's the paladin that stopped to buff me while I was AFK. It's been nice to have him on the server. Thanks, bud. I guess that wraps it up. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you later.